que soy tu hombre, aunque no te tenga conmigo. Tú eras mi caja de secretos, eras mi mundo, eras mi todo. No creo que llegue a sobrevivir si no te tengo a mi lado. Ay, dime qué voy a hacer si no te tengo a mi lado. No sé cómo actuar sin ti en mis brazos. Ay, dime qué voy a hacer si tú no estás en mi vida y me quedo sin ti. Dime cómo olvidarte y de mi ser sacarte. No puedo superarte si no te tengo. Si quieres regresar, hay tiempo, lo sabes que siempre lo aceptaré. Quisiera despertar y encontrarte para siempre junto a mí. Dime cómo olvidarte y de mi ser sacarte. No puedo superarte si no te tengo. Dime cómo olvidarte y de mi ser sacarte. No puedo superarte si no te tengo. Te extraño, extraño.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sean the Sniper Woodson!
You ready to fight? Ready? Let's do it.
All right, here we go, champ, as round 1 gets underway. On one side, you have a true Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. On the other side, a guy who pretty much can do it all. How do you see it playing out?
He can do it all, but he's got to be very careful with the traps. Because when you're fighting a specialist, especially a ground specialist like this guy, you make one mistake and the fight is over. So I anticipate him trying to draw out the plan of attack from the jiu-jitsu fighter before he really starts to go forward and initiate the action.
All right, so a big takedown for him early. We kind of expected this would try to set up a choke here. That guillotine is tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. He's postured, landing huge ground and pound. The guy has to move on a fight when he gets finished.
Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Oh, punches and bunches all to the head. Beautiful combination. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. All right, he gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
All right, half guard position for...
He's setting up a submission attempt.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Leg kick lands. Well, he's not a one-legged fighter yet, but that calf started to show some signs of bruising.
If he takes many more, he's not going to be able to move.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Oh, caught him flush with the head kick there, DC.
Beautiful setup to get his leg up there quickly before his opponent could react.
Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Oh, nice job to land a knee to the body. Man, I wish I was that tall. Oh, massive kick to the head. Pretty interesting to see him mixing it up with the kicks here, some calf kicks, and now attacking the thigh effectively.
Just throwing a traditional leg kick. Traditional leg kick, a little higher. Everybody wants to talk about that calf kick right now. There's still a lot to be done with those traditional leg kicks. Oh, nice takedown defense. He is getting lit up. His face already has a big old cut on the side.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Nice defense to block the elbow. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent as well.
I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Well, thank God the left one's open, because that right eye is really starting to shut. Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
Really driving the shit into his opponent's thigh. Beats his leg up.
Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together in the fight.
When it all comes together, nothing feels better to go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired. Nothing feels better.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Oh, nice.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse. On her back. Beautiful.
Back to the feet now.
Oh, nice high kick.
Lands a double leg takedown. Good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Straight right is there. And that one certainly found the target. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here and just continues to punish his opponent's body here in this round, just like he did in the previous round. Well, you know, Rogan's pissed he missed this one. We are witnessing an instant classic. Back and forth we go. Both fighters have been on the cusp of being finished, and both have exuded a ton of heart.
Yeah, they both show heart, courage, ability, technical skills. I can't really tell you how these two are still in the fight with the damage that they both are exhibiting on their face. He's digging his entire weight into those punches to the body.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Oh, nice job defensively to get them.
He's hurt.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. And he's back up. Gane calls for the stand up there. Well, he is clearly losing this fight and has not.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again.
Beautiful shot lands. I like it.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
And then he throws it over here.
Under 2 minutes to go in the fight.
Right into a takedown.
Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again.
That eye's starting to close.
All right, so the strike lands, but my children hit hard.
Yeah, at this point, early in the fight, you saw his opponent's head snapping back. You could see the effect the punches were taking. Now, he may as well just be smacking him on the arm like, good job, guy. What a fight.
Less than a minute to go to decide this one. Double leg lands. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Got the single collar side. Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. What a close fight, man. This is crazy.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Sean the Sniper Woodson!
Oh, we'll call him Mr. Clean. That was a clean performance here tonight. Didn't get the finish that he forecasted, but all 3 judges' scorecards go his way.
Picture perfect, J.A. I mean, this dude showed out tonight. He put on a show for the fans and showed that there are levels to the game, and he's on the next level.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Rodriguez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Malott!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, DC, the hype gives way to the action here as we get round 1 underway. Both of these guys are exceedingly well-rounded. I know we have a hard time trotting out that term in modern-day mixed martial arts, but these guys really can do it all.
They can do it all. So, in these types of fights, he's hurt bad.
There you go.
Oh, beautiful combination. Edge of your seat action as expected thus far.
What a fight. My goodness, what a fight.
Big left hand. Oh, wow, massive uppercut. That will not feel good tomorrow. Oh, Mike Malott's elbow here is blocked. Nice job defensively there. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this fight.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
Malott's for.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro. Body shot.
Oh, huge knee. Man.
Nice one.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean,
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Lands a nice straight.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, I'm not sure if I should.
There it is again. Look at that.
Gets back to his feet. Big head kick.
Oh! Nice punch to the head. He's got got some hands, man.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Malott's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there. His misses are entertaining. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Well, an appreciative capacity crowd on its feet as this next round gets on. Oh!
Oh, my goodness!
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 11 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Malott.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
But you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.
have the tape for this strawweight fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iasmin Lucindo! And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Karolina Kowalkiewicz!
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, every time we walk into this here Madison Square Garden, I think I will always think about you in 2017. It was UFC 217 championship triple header, and it was no rest.
It was the most insane night of fighting ever. Bisping St. Pierre. Cody Garbrandt got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw. Then Rose Namajunas knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and we absolutely went crazy. One of the greatest pictures of announcers in sports history. It was all 3 of us, and we looked like that poster with the monkeys. See no evil.
Quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry. Rotates ahead outside to a high crotch. Oh, good entry.
Kowalkiewicz getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. All right, so now she's in the dominant position after a beautiful reversal on the ground. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. Oh, she is hurting for certain. That one connected. Kowalkiewicz gets hit with a kick. Oh, she's been working on her defense. Kick block there. Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters.
Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Takedown defense is there. And they separate.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, nice jab to the head by Kowalkiewicz. All right, so a pretty good series of kicks by her there as she continues to really land at will tonight.
I mean, there is no tell to when she is going to throw that kick. And before her opponent can react, the leg is already back and loaded up again.
Kowalkiewicz gets lit up by that straight punch.
She does a great job of getting that leg to the target. Beautiful leg kick.
Kowalkiewicz gets plastered by that uppercut. All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing. But down the line, boy, she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round, but not before damage was done. She was cut on her cheek from the strike in that round, and now the focus for the cut man, shutting that thing and making sure it doesn't become a factor here moving forward. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this round gets underway, let's see if the high-level action continues. Both women had their moments in that previous round. Now we'll see if there's more aggression, and we'll see if one fighter can really take control. Goes in and secures the takedown.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so she did it again. Another strike effectively targeting that already bruised and damaged area on the upper left.
She's doing a great job of getting her foot and her shin to the target. She said that the leg kicks would be very key for her in this fight. She's showing that that's true.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned. And we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's going to fight with you potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She's going to have to close the door if she gets to hurt again.
Oh, big knee. Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
What a fight! Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So big knockout win for her here tonight. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 49 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Iasmin Lucindo.
Well, there she is. This arena belongs to her here tonight. Hard-pressed to find a knockout in the women's game as stunning as that.
I mean, she has so much confidence in her hand that she's willing to stand in front of her opponent and take one to give one. And when she gave one, it shut the opponent's lights out. Great job finding that kill shot.
tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khalil the Matrix Phillips. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Pedro the Young Punisher Munhoz.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here from the all-action Pedro Munhoz. Definitely don't want to look away from the TV when this man competes. He has fought nearly 20 times in the UFC, was undefeated when he came to the big show, and at one point, he had a stretch of 5 of 6 fights in which he was fighting a former or current undisputed UFC champion. Early round action here and a nice leg kick. You don't see a lot of those in the squared circle, DC.
Well, and when you're a predominant...
Oh, big right!
He's hurt bad.
Oh, this place is going nuts. We got a brawl on our hands, folks.
The fans are out of their seat. These guys are getting after him. Oh! Nice head kick. His opponent has not adjusted to these head kicks. Nice kick.
Oh, man, how many head kicks can one man absorb before getting separated from his punches?
One, normally, this guy has a great chin, but if he takes any more, he's going to be sleeping.
Munhoz gets caught by the solid uppercut there. He's a hard guy to hit. That one certainly found the target. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
Beautiful punch to the body.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Both guys appeared to land there. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output of hits.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see.
Oh, he's on wobbly legs now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, lands an elbow. Didn't open him up, but very well could have. And he's back up.
Pretty good head kick there.
30 seconds in the round.
He's got to move his head.
15 seconds remain in the round. Munhoz's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. Oh, real kick is good. Impressive.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice kick.
Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad. but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. This pace is just absurd. He has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. They're so evenly matched, and they're going to do that.
Oh, just misses with the kick. Munhoz gets tattooed by that stiff jab. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking play.
It's like a fairy tale.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that gilly is tight. Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition. A side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink him on flu choke here. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, so we told you off the top, if this boxer wanted the best chance at victory tonight, he had to keep the fight. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Oh, he's wobbled now. Big shot on the feet. Back to his feet. Big right hand. Munhoz is bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Kick to the body now. That one won't land. Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by Munhoz.
Finish his takedown.
Gets the elbow up into the target.
Nice transition.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems to try to set up a submission now. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight.
Working on to finish off this heel hook. He's got to keep the knee inside of his hip. He cannot allow for him to beat his hips. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Now trying to escape, and he does!
He freed his knee, got his leg all the way to the opposite side. Now, the opponent has your back, but you're in a much better position.
All right, heading back to the corner, and Munhoz's corner has some work to do. They're going to take a look at that lip. Hopefully the cut man can do his thing and just make sure that it doesn't continue to bleed and provide further adversity for him in this fight. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third and final round here. Nice execution on the tee. Oh, he lands another strike to the body. Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. We get the official decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 15 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Pedro, the Young Punisher, Munhoz!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alex Perez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amir, the Prince Albazi!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, early round action here as we get another look at Alex Perez. Injuries have been a part of the narrative of late. There have been some issues on the scale as well. And his championship opportunity against Davison Figueiredo back in 2020 didn't last more than 2 minutes. Safe to say that the hunger still burns for one Alex Perez. And when he's on, he's as talented and versatile as any flyweight in this division. Outstanding wrestling base, very good with the hands, and a real threat. He'll try to prove as much here in this matchup.
Beautiful combination up top.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Nice jab. Well, as usual, this outstanding striker has come out aggressively tonight, almost as if he's double guarded. Oh! Big right hand there. Inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, stacked guard here, DC. The feet are on the hips. What does that mean?
I mean that he's out. He's out. The moment you get the feet on the hips, oh, another one.
Oh, Albazi's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Perez gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight. All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard. Albazi gets back up again. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, well, you can still attack the thigh, right? We talk so much about calf kicks, but that's been a pretty effective weapon for him here tonight.
It's a traditional leg kick. Just throwing your hip, bang, whipping it into the thigh. Beautifully done by this fighter.
He missed with that jab attempt there. That shot blocked by Albazi. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Round 2 next. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Second round underway.
Dig and kick. Massive flying knee. Multiple kicks land on the target. Great job.
Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Perez.
Big shot lands for both guys. Beautiful body kick.
Right hook to the head, blocked. Not much behind the takedown offering there. Big power shot there. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Perez gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
Oh, nice elbow.
He lands with the left. Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking team.
Got it done with the strike. He fought well behind the jab.
Perez is looking for a Darce choke here. That Darce is tight.
Oh, he's got it.
Nice work, guys.
Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Oh, that's a pretty filthy combination there by Perez. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes.
All right, so a swing and a miss there, and largely due to fatigue. His stamina is low, and he's got, oh, flying knee to the dome piece. Big uppercut.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, got to think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next round.
J.A., he's on skates.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, flying knee to the head. Perez is bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Stuffed the takedown, no problem.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Albazi gets caught by the inside leg kick.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it. Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Going to the knee strike now.
The fighters separate. Well, oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him. He's in a lot of trouble now. Oh, uppercut.
Oh, big left hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Back to the feet.
some big shots, too.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, kick.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Albazi's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish, or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly.
20 seconds to go in the fight. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Alex Perez!
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.
Tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lee the Leech Jingliang! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Stipe Wonderboy Thompson!
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, whether you're a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you want to compete at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, and dating to 2016, a lot of the UFC's best have gotten that opportunity.
Absolutely, J.A. And when you go up as a fighter, especially a heavyweight, it is your dream to headline MSG and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I got that honor, and I can almost feel the ghost of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those great fights those guys had at MSG. I felt as if on that night that I retained my championship, I became part of that fraternity. The greatest heavyweight fighters to ever step foot in Madison Square Garden. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it felt amazing to join that fraternity.
All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer. The kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for one of the best to ever do it, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Oh!
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Oh, massive kick. Everything behind him.
And landing some nasty strikes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Keep that pressure. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind him.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Nice kick to the body. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Nice fade back right hand, my goodness.
All right, so another nice strike.
Oh, no.
Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Oh, a big right hand. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, now lands a kick to the body.
Way to test the chin there. Landed a beautiful combination to the head. An uppercut leaders.
What an end to round 1. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body. He throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
Ready.
All right, round 2.
Clean punch.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh, that strike to the body, man. Jingliang back to his feet. Big elbow there, lands. Oh, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson lands All right, here, one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Simpsonville, South Carolina's finest. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson with a big UFC win tonight, champ.
One of the best traditional martial artists we've ever seen in the octagon. He has a great way of countering and setting up his attacks. Tonight he gets another big victory.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khalil Rountree Jr. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, Magomed Ankalaev.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are from the world's most famous arena. It is, of course, Madison Square Garden. This is where the Thug Rose scene went down, DC.
This is where it happened, J.A. Lost for words, so I yelled the same thing over and over again. Pedro's not. Oh, yeah! He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
Oh, huge kick to the leg.
Oh, my goodness, these both going at it. Oh, nice combination. Oh, that's big.
Oh, he lands a big left hand. Ooh! That one appeared to stun him.
He's hurting bad here.
Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. And how much more can he take?
Watch the armbar.
finish.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. That kick is good by Ankalaev. Just missed with the left there. Well, he's mixing it up beautifully tonight, and there it is again. Nicely done as he kicks the thigh, and some redness now starting to develop.
Redness starting to show. His opponent needs to address this now before it gets so far down the line that he's playing catch-up.
All right, so a nice job there.
Got hurt again. Oh, nice right hand. Oh, big elbow. Body kick lands.
Well-placed kick there by Ankalaev. Throwing that jab, no good. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Winded up on the right there to no avail. Heavy leather landed on both. Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising now.
You know, you can't even worry about what that high leg kick does now. Hurt him again.
So that round is in the books. Rountree's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round.
Ready. Ready.
Round two here. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action. Oh my goodness! These dudes are going at it.
Done to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Back to the overhand right, not there. He's hurt now.
Oh, nice body shot. That's some power there. Sets up that leg kick beautifully. Ooh, big shot lands.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Ooh, what a punch.
So the blood really starting to flow. And
oh!
Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. All right, the official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Gane has thrown a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Khalil Rountree Jr.
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.
To the city where I'm trying to pick the line. Show them to the spot. This is all I got. Shout out the mills. This is why I'm hot. Guys blowing smoke. Lost in the mist. Wishing for the toast. Turn it to a post. Show up as the host. Trying to do the least. They say I do the most. Feeling like a beast. Everything is dope. On it all week. Going for your throat. Rocking like a boat. Reading like a post. Who got the heat? Don't need to take a vote. Temperature check. I don't want the money, but I want the respect. Gotta keep it high so you can know that we live. Burning in your past so you can never forget. Never forget that there's a temperature check. I don't want the money, man, I want the respect. Gotta keep it high so you can know that we live. Burning in your past so you can never forget. Never forget that there's a temperature check. Hotter than a pit. Sliding in the summer light. This will never quit. Your man's throwing fits. Y'all should probably split. Acting like a friend, connected at the hip, waiting for the flip. The mom's still with me, J-Quan style, everybody get tipsy. Shorty trying to kiss me, I'm on it like what's up. If you hate, miss me, I'm trying to fire it up. Standing next to me, my degree will get you sweating like a boiler room. Still fly, mask on, told me not to do. See you try to ride with me, I ain't got the room. You can find me in the streets, just fuck the fumes. Respect.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Julianna, the Venezuelan Vixen Pena. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter, Holm!
Ready. Ready. Good.
All right, so here's one of the best bantamweights in the world, Julianna Pena, as we get ready for the start of this round. Pena believes she has a decided wrestling advantage here tonight, but if you've watched Julianna's career, you know she has made significant strides when it comes to her striking, and Rick Little, her coach, believes that nothing might just materialize here tonight. Her fighter wants to show off the hands. Let's see if she can find the target tonight. Back kick there. Holm gets caught.
But you can see it. Look, she got hurt.
Dragged down by Pena.
She's getting up. Yep.
They're certainly getting after it early. Oh, huge left. Jab there by Pena.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on our opponent.
Oh, nice technique fire there on the side kick, DC. Defensively, how do you stop?
When somebody's trying to side you gotta take your outside arm, roll that kick off to the side, or just move your feet a little bit. But it's hard when somebody's so good at doing that specific strike.
Both fighters back to their feet now.
Nice.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Well, hard to see.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, big knee.
Holy smoke.
Oh, big diving punch lands up top.
Cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Back to the feet now.
That leg kick hurt.
Lands a big right hand coming in. Oh, huge left. Oh. Throwing haymakers out of the exchange.
Big right hand.
So she's holding on to her here, not doing too much, really just looking to recover. Holm getting absolutely whooped here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet. Just out of range with that right hook. Up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. So mercifully, the round comes to an end. Multiple knockdowns there, maybe a 10-8, maybe even a 10-7. Huge round from Holm. All right, so the big moment in that previous round was the knockdown. We'll get to the replay now. DC, take us through it.
She was able to get her chance. She was able to find her moment. She recognized that an opportunity presented itself. She took it and landed that beautiful knockdown.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, let's get to round two.
Nasty body kick downstairs.
Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs.
Great job blocking that shot.
Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent.
Oh, big knee! Back to the feet. Oh, how good is that jab by Pena? So a nice land with the left kick there by the long-time Mike Winklejohn pupil, the former UFC champion Holly. Well, it looked... Oh, my goodness. Oh, she leapt at her and lands the diving punch to the head. Man, every time her opponent lands, that cut's getting worse.
The cut gets worse and worse. She needs to move her head or she's going to find herself in a lot of danger. Nice pass. Beautiful job reversing the position there.
Right into side control.
And now she's in mount.
Right back.
Oh, nice strike on the ground for her. Well, she's staying busy, continuing to land ground strikes. There's another one. Oh, she's working hard for the arm bar. Ooh, looks like she's got it locked in. Oh, that looks tight and painful.
She is going to rip her arm off if she doesn't tap. Oh, my goodness. What a display of submission defense by this young lady.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Pena. Changes her stance. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here.
She's getting up, yep. Oh, nice takedown, yep.
All right, so she gets the flush knockout here tonight. And you gotta think this is gonna lead to a lot of big fights the rest of the way this year.
Big opportunities are presented after you have a performance like this. She did an amazing job and got a massive knockout victory.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 52 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter, Holm.
So your winner tonight, Holly Holm, the Preacher's Daughter. She's been a little bit up and down in her UFC career. She was certainly up here tonight, and we have seen an uptick in the aggression out of Holly Holm, dating to that Miocic Tate fight that was certainly on display here tonight. And when Holly Holm fights like this, she looks like she can be a 2-division UFC champion. She won the belt, obviously, at 135 pounds. We shall see how much confidence a win like this gives Holly Holm now moving forward as she continues her UFC career. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Stipe Miocic. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ciryl.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, the consensus greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic, back in there tonight, and probably happy to be looking at someone that isn't Francis Ngannou or Daniel Cormier as he draws the credentialed Ciryl Gane.
Yeah, but you're looking at Ciryl Gane, right? So you're happy not to see those guys, but you're looking at an absolute beast of a man in Ciryl Gane. But Stipe Miocic, the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, has ultimate belief and ultimate confidence that he can get the job done tonight.
All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
Miocic gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Well, a few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Ciryl Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Ciryl Gane is a hard puzzle to solve, especially as you go up in weight classes. Heavyweights don't move like Ciryl Gane, and you can see that as we watch him right now. Back and forth we go.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Stipe Miocic. Just missed with the leg kick. Ciryl Gane gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one. Look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
It's a good right hand there by Stipe. Maybe he'll attack the body here. You can certainly speak to that. He's a guy who mixes it up well.
He's a guy that can do everything. And not only can he land punches up high, but he's a master of adjusting on the fly whenever he's inside the octagon.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Miocic's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's home.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Great job by Ciryl Gane to use his feet to get inside and land the jab. A lot of people are going to be trying to take this guy down, but he moves so well.
People talk about Ciryl Gane as a welterweight. No, he moves more like a bantamweight. We have always talked about guys moving well at 135. Ciryl Gane moves like one of those guys at heavyweight. That's why he presents so many problems. And not only does he have that beautiful jab, he possesses a ton of power that can put you up.
Miocic gets caught with that punch.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
All right, so now his body language really starting to change and the bruises starting to accumulate on that side.
I mean, you're looking at it, right? When you can visibly see the damage on the body, you know that the work has been done. What a beautiful game plan put together by this team. Great job getting that kick home. Nice body kick.
Oh!
You heard him again. Now he's back up. That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Oh, big left hook there. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. Oh! Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, he can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability.
Oh, big knee!
He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Miocic appears wobbly. Oh!
Big right hand.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Stipe's limping heavily now. Might not be a bad idea to raise that knee, try to check a kick. I'm just not sure how many more he can take. And he caught the kick. Oh, beautiful strike there as he lands up top, and he does so right after catching the leg. So maybe you thought he would catch the leg and go for a takedown. Instead, he goes for the punch, and he certainly found the range on that one. Miocic is swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Third round underway. Miocic gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, he might be out.
Oh, my goodness.
Big left hand there inside.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now another one.
And back to his feet. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
Less than 2 minutes with which to work here. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you have got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. Oh!
Gets back to his feet. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Great punch.
And that will do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, the official decision is in. Here once more, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Stipe Miocic.
All right, so there he is, the Croatian-American Stipe Miocic, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and a familiar sight to see him get his hand raised there in the Octagon.
I mean, he's a phenomenal fighter. Great boxing, great toughness. They talk about Cleveland tough. Stipe Miocic is the definition of Cleveland tough, and he gets the job done tonight.
Whatever's on their mind, it's my own limitations. If they say that you are wrong, that you've been right all along, they say that you're an imitation. So listen to the rhythm of your heart now. Listen to the rhythm of your heart. 'Cause the beat of your heart is the beat of a drum that will sound out forever. 'Cause the beat of your heart, beat of your heart. 'Cause the beat of your heart, beat of your heart. I don't want to feel used. I don't want to be confused. But what I want, I'm gonna get it. Time to leave the beaten path. Finally, I'm free at last. Do what I want, I won't regret it. So listen to the rhythm of your heart now. Listen to the rhythm of your heart. 'Cause the beat of your heart is the beat of a drum that will sound out forever. 'Cause the beat of your heart, beat of your heart. 'Cause the beat of your heart
right, so here he is, Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw, as DC likes to call him, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion. Certainly one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Yes, and you recognized it right away. Going into the fight against him in the round, people thought TJ Dillashaw had no chance. He went out there and very early on showed him in the round that he was in with something different. Unbelievable striker. He's very disciplined. He has a great ability to follow a game plan, and it's shown in his rise to becoming one of two of the best bantamweights the UFC has ever seen.
And if you won't say it, I will. Got a full ride to Cal State Fullerton, three-time NCAA qualifier. Hasn't necessarily been a wrestler first in mixed martial arts, but a very good submission game, and in terms of the striking, the footwork, and everything else, truly a sight to behold.
He hasn't been able to go out there and beat guys with striking when you said he's a fantastic wrestler.
He's a fighter's fighter, and he has a lot to prove as he gets back in the octagon here tonight. All right, here he is, folks. You know who he is, the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world. And as much as his focus is firmly on this title defense here tonight, he did say in our fighter meeting, I want to go down as one of the all-time greats, and he just might.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, though, you got to continue to win. He has every intention of doing that. He has said time and time again that I'm not just here for right now. I'm here forever. So even when I'm gone, people will remember me. In order to be remembered, though, you've got to stack up those championship defenses. And he has already started to do it. He intends to keep that rolling tonight.
We talk about guys like Dominic Cruz and Aljamain Sterling, and this man believes skill for skill. He's better than both of those guys.
Yeah.
Another chance to prove it tonight. Don't shoot the messenger.
Some of these guys.
And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, TJ Dillashaw! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Bantamweight Champion, Pedro.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway.
Good.
Well, you know, our matchmaker, Sean Shelby, has been chomping at the bit to put these two guys together. Julianna, TJ Dillashaw. Looks a whole lot like bulletproof matchmaking.
I mean, this is the one. This is the one that so many have waited for because of the matchup. The way that Julianna fights, the fight IQ, the cardio, the precision. You can say all the same things for his opponent. Dillashaw, Killashaw, TJ Dillashaw. This is a fantastic fight between two fantastic bantamweights.
All right, well, his hooks have been a big storyline in this one, and there it is again. So just when you thought maybe the opponent had made the requisite adjustments, he gets cracked again.
He gets cracked again, and it does not take many of those hooks to end your night.
Well, it's a power corner, certainly for TJ Dillashaw, with Dwayne Bang, Ludwig, Sam Calavita handling the diet and the strength and conditioning. Dillashaw has never been more confident in his all-around game than he is as he enters the octagon here tonight.
He got him hurt bad here.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking a look. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Nice leg kick. Big right hand. Oh, nice.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Oh, man, these are starting to hurt me, and I'm not getting punched. Just continual punishment with that hook.
I mean, how many times can he land this strike before his opponent understands that he has to protect himself? It won't take many more. He better make an adjustment.
Well, the cut man's getting Oh, this could just about do it. All right, so Dillashaw's strike attempt there is blocked. Back and forth we go.
Big counter right hand. It's a good right hand right there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, effective use of the jab by Dillashaw. Well, plenty of time here to go in round one. He has really gotten off to a good start tonight. He and his corner prioritized an aggressive, all-offense start to this one, and that is exactly the way it's played out.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Jan swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out to the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
How about DC back just in time from the can? Piotr Jan and TJ Dillashaw. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Oh! Huge kick to the head. Oh, and there it is. The hook lands again. You saw that one coming from a mile away, and the openings have been there all night. Closed it there.
It's unbelievable to think that we can see it so clearly, but the opponent has no idea that it's coming.
Oh! Huge right hand! Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood, and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys. Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Oh, with authority the body. Just out of range with that strike. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Well, he's not leaking information. He is...
Oh! He's hurt.
Well, that swelling is getting out of control to that end. You see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You got to check on it. You got to make sure that this fighter is able to continue.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue. For the athlete, may want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. Oh, he hurt him again! Oh!
Back to his feet. Oh, big left. Another knockdown. Oh, this one could be over soon. Gane steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
The decision is inside the octagon. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Pepper Namaste.
Well, you got to start to ask the question, what is it going to take to dethrone this fighter at 135 pounds? He was on his game tonight as he produces the TKO in defense of his UFC Bantamweight Championship. The celebration is on. That is a party that you can be sure will continue well into the night here after he not only defends the belt, but does so with style points to remain the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world. right, so here he is representing New Zealand and, of course, Nigeria. Enter the last style bender, Ciryl Adesanya. We've certainly enjoyed our time getting to know this young man in our fighter meetings. He has a high fight IQ. He's a thinking man's fighter, and obviously the physical skills jump off the film every time you watch.
Yeah, he's got it all. I mean, the guy has it all. And as you watch him walk to the octagon, he has a confidence and the air about him that many don't possess. He has always known he would become a champion of the world. He proved that he can do it. Now it's time to show whether or not he can do it again. Sometimes getting back is harder than getting there the first time. Let's see what Ciryl Adesanya can do
to try to become the middleweight champion.
And certainly the discipline, the motivation, all that stuff is still there. And there was a definite intensity to him here during fight week. We'll see if he can channel that into the desired result tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, and you can argue his win over Ciryl Adesanya to wrest away the belt in UFC 293 was the most improbable result of 2023, but perhaps it should not have been. Strickland has a very boxing-intensive style that is very difficult to prepare for, and he took it to Izzy right out of the chute. That has given him a lot of confidence coming into this title defense here tonight. He is a 5-round fighter, outstanding cardiovascular base, and all the self-belief in the world that he is going to leave the octagon the way he came in, as the undisputed best in the world. And all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we are in Madison Square Garden, this arena, not synonymous with winning when it comes to the NBA's New York Knicks, but certainly there have been a lot of big UFC moments here over the last few years.
No championship for the Knicks, but when we fight here, somebody gets to take home a beautiful gold belt. Tonight, let's see how you perform in the world's greatest arena.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Oh, who is going to be the last man standing? We're just getting started, and they are getting after it.
These dudes are throwing bombs. This is going to be a great fight. Oh, my goodness, what a right hand. That landed clean. Oh, look at that.
Big right hand lands.
Jab hurt him a little bit. Nice shot there by the champ.
Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
So 39 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Ciryl Adesanya. Back and forth we go. All right, so late in the round now, and the narrative, of course, has been Ciryl Adesanya's striking. He is at his sniping best tonight.
Yeah, Izzy looks good. You know, he's one of the best kickboxers we have ever seen come into the UFC. And his striking is on point. Not many can compete with the last style bender. That is being shown tonight in the octagon. Great job landing that body.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand there from Ciryl Adesanya. You know, you worry so much, DC, about the kicking game. Sometimes you forget about those hands on Ciryl Adesanya. All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively. Leg kick.
Seconds left. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Adesanya's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Well, he should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position coming here, trying to stop this fight.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, right hand.
Oh!
Oh!
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that.
Oh! Strickland's doing a nice job protecting the eye with that block. You don't want to absorb any more damage on that cut. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something... Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his...
Oh! Adesanya's hurt very badly.
Back to his feet.
Huge left. Oh, just open it up on him now.
Oh! Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there. All right, the referee has stepped in here as expected. He is going to call in the doctor to look at what is a pretty significant cut that he's dealing with.
It's a mess. It's completely a mess, and I'd be very surprised if this fight continues.
Not too much blood. The doctor taking a long look here, and it looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now. Fans are going to like that.
That's really good. Good call by the officials.
Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant...
There it is again. Look at that.
Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue tonight.
It's abandoned him, but he did it. He tried. He fought as hard as he could for as long as he could. Now it's about survival mode.
All right, so the referee, yes, is going to step in here. He will call on the doctor to look at that nose that is unrecognizable at this stage of the fight.
His nose is broken. I mean, it's turned sideways. The blood's pouring, going down into his mouth. It looks like he's having a very difficult time breathing.
All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield, and he's going to go out. Because if he gets to the next round, I'm not certain he'll get to go out again.
Hook to the head by Strickland. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurt for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
Take a seat. Breathe. Relax. Slow that heart rate down. It's okay. We expected this type of fight. We trained for this. We're bloody. We knew it was going to be a war.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous fight.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars. And right now, I am certain that they're both going to see that check.
Well, the Cutmen have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. And both are dealing with it and trying to continue in this fight. This is a great fight.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything count.
Ciryl Adesanya has been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
He's brutalized him with the fight's over. Oh my goodness.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
We send it inside the octagon once more. Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Gane has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Strickland!
So there he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, getting the win tonight by TKO over a very worthy #1 contender. And maybe that's why you're seeing such a big celebration in the corner. They knew what type of challenge was in front of them here tonight, and they certainly took him out with style points. Congratulations to the still king of the 185ers.